Bethesda's Fallout 3 was a marvelous post-apocalyptic RPG. But was it also capable of telling the future? Throughout the game, players pick up radio signals in the wasteland of former Washington, D.C. The function of the radio serves as a means of broadcasting old pop songs, updating missions, and generally working to build a fuller game world. The device also predicts the future. Occasionally, a series of numbers, which sounds like Morse code, will be broadcast through your Pep Boy. The story goes that the code predicted the Deepwater Horizon oil rig disaster, right down to the day and hour, when Electronic Arts began featuring NFL stars as their cover athletes in the early 2000s. Star players were lining up to get a slice of that free advertising. That is, of course, until featured cover players started getting injured. For the next several years, every player that was featured on the cover got injured the following season. Sure, football is an inherently violent sport, and maybe we can leave it at that. But most NFL players are more superstitious than gypsies at a swap meet, and they'd probably be quicker agreeing with the curse than most. Maybe you've stumbled across the WhoKilledLenoraJohnson.com website in Grand Theft Auto 5. The site is filled with fake newspaper stories and a trail of breadcrumbs that lead players to an in-game murder mystery. The murder surrounding Lenora Johnson, a fictional actress killed during the golden age of Vinewood cinema, is based on the very real and very famous Black Dahlia case in 1940s Hollywood. On one page of the site, players are directed to another murder in Los Santos. The murder of Jolene Cranley Evans is strewn with clues on where to find Evans' ghost on Mount Gordo at 11 p.m. Players will find a ghost in the distance, and she looks like that terrifying ghoul up there. She disappears just after midnight. Majora's Mask is one of the darkest entries in the Legend of Zelda series because of the intro and the recurring theme of death and grief. Many of Majora's fans have assumed the title is actually an alternate reality sequel to Ocarina of Time, taking place after Link has died. The whole story essentially a metaphor for Link's spirit coming to terms with his demise. The theory definitely fit with the themes of the game, but at the same time it felt a little too dark for a child-friendly franchise like The Legend of Zelda, especially since it would mean the series' protagonist is dead and, what's even more messed up, he died as a child. Well, when Nintendo finally released Zelda's official timeline, the placement of Majora's Mask proved the Link is dead theory to a T. In the wider timeline, Majora's Mask takes place in a spin-off realm where the hero has failed and died, meaning that Link has truly been dead all along, and Termina is a bizarre purgatory that his soul is trapped in. Legend has it that Polybius appeared in 1981 in arcades around Portland, Oregon. It was said to be highly addictive and cause severe side effects, seizures, amnesia, insomnia, and hallucinations. Allegedly, Men in Black monitored players and collected data. Players who spent long periods on the machine were reportedly traumatized. No physical copies exist, but references in TV shows The Simpsons, Loki, games, and documentaries have fueled belief it was a real MKUltra-style mind control experiment, disguised as a video game. It's widely considered a hoax, but some still insist it was scrubbed from history. Throughout the Silent Hill series, protagonists are drawn to the town for personal, often tragic reasons, and they face horrors tailored to their inner guilt. Silent Hill 2 is the centerpiece of this theory. James Sunderland arrives after receiving a letter from his dead wife, only to encounter monsters symbolizing sexual frustration, guilt, and grief. Pyramid Head isn't just a boss, it's a physical manifestation of James' desire for punishment. Fans believe Silent Hill itself is not just a haunted town, but a spiritual purgatory or judgment realm that forces characters to confront their moral failings. Supporting this, each protagonist sees a different version of Silent Hill, implying it's shaped by their psyche. The concept resonates because it transforms the horror from physical to existential. It's not just survival, it's reckoning. Ever heard of Herobrine, Minecraft's ghost? He looks just like Steve, but with glowing white eyes. Players started reporting sightings, a figure watching from the fog, then vanishing without a trace. Then came the weird stuff. Perfect tunnels, leafless trees, tiny pyramids in random places. The creepiest part? Some say he's the ghost of Notch's dead brother. Notch denied it, but Mohang kept the joke going. Removed Herobrine appeared in real update notes. There's no code for him in the game, but people keep claiming they've seen him. Mods, stories, and videos, all feeding the legend. So is Herobrine real, or just Minecraft's most haunting myth? In Super Mario 64, a statue says L is real to 1401. Many believe it means Luigi was meant to be in the game, but others think he wasn't just cut, he was killed. And Luigi's Mansion? It's not just spooky fun. It's Luigi trapped in the afterlife, alone, surrounded by ghosts, with a haunted house instead of a mushroom kingdom. Some say the game is purgatory, a quiet, eerie goodbye to a forgotten brother. Nintendo never explained the statue, but fans still believe L is real, just not alive. In St. Denis, there are whispers of something strange. A trail of bodies, warnings on walls. If you investigate at night, you'll eventually meet him. A pale figure, fangs, blood on his mouth. A literal vampire. You can find him feeding, hiding in crypts, and speaking Latin. Why is he there? Rockstar never explains. Some think he's immortal. Others say he's connected to ancient cults or even Cain from the Bible. It's not a random Easter egg. It's part of the dark web woven into Red Dead's world. And he's still lurking, if you know where to look.
FNAF is fiction, right? Animatronics, haunted kids, evil pizzerias. But the real inspiration might hit too close. In 1970s Colorado, a man bought a family pizza chain and turned it into a nightmare. He was convicted of harming children, and his business? Chuck E. Cheese-style entertainment. Fans believe Scott Cawthon used real reports, missing posters, even public records. Freddy's lore? Too detailed to be coincidence. And with each game, it gets darker. Maybe because it's not just horror, it's history rewritten in pixels. In Grand Theft Auto, the world is chaotic. People walk in circles. Traffic runs red lights. Random violence erupts and resets. The theory? It's all a simulation, not just for the player, for the NPCs. Their conversations loop, their reactions glitch. Some players claim the game knows when you're watching. It even loads characters you're not near, just to keep the illusion going. What if GTA is less about crime and more about control? Maybe you're not a criminal. Maybe you're a watcher, and the city's reacting to you.